Hello.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? If you can hear us, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Let me know. I don't know what the heck happened there. Mama, say something. Greet us. How
Hello?
are you doing? Can we hear Mama Hocum? What about Peter? Peter, we got you?
Test. Can you hear me?
Guys, the volume charts are going up and down now. I think that we may be good.
It's like
I
we're good.
think that we're good.
It's one of those
Yay.
days. That's all I'm going to say. It's one of those
Looks like
days.
we're good.
Oh my gosh. Has it been one of those days or
Oh my
what?
God.
Goodness, I think we all have had one of those days. It hasn't been that day for me until right now. Literally in the last hour, it was just like, oh my gosh, guys! Like I was ready to pull my hair out. As you know, we've got like Bertha, Hurricane Bertha. No, I didn't call you Bertha. For everybody watching, I did not just call you Bertha. We've got Hurricane Bertha right now, like bearing down on us, and so unfortunately. I think she's playing with the
We're on
internet a
the
little
outer
bit.
rims of it. We're not right in the middle of it. So
You said what now?
I said we're on the outer rims of it. We're not like right now. When I looked at the last radar, it's over Winston-Salem, which is in the west.
But I think it's definitely probably playing with our connections a little bit, our internet connectivity and stuff. And Peter, you guys have been battling it down there in Florida for what, weeks now? You've been rain. It's like you guys are living in the Amazon rainforest or something.
Every day it's just thunderstorms and rain.
Oh.
It's not.
I told Peter the other day, I sent him a meme and it said, just when you thought you was safe to go out from quarantine, here comes the rain.
Yeah, for real, I know. It's like the quarantine is finally ending, finally, here in North Carolina. And we're in phase 2. Yeah, we're in phase 2. But some stuff is opening back up. And now here comes hurricane season, and it's just gonna ram us right on back inside with everything. But
and just to clarify, it's not a hurricane, Josh. It's a tropical storm. They're all over here saying hurricane.
Oh yeah, no, it's a tropical storm. Is it a storm or is it even a storm? I think it might be even a depression, like a tropical depression.
It's tropical. I think they said tropical storm Bertha. I think.
Okay, well whatever. Anyway. She's causing a bunch of craziness right now, okay? So we're all in the thick of it. But look, I'm glad that we figured it out. I'm glad that we're here chatting with you. Welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us, for stopping by tonight. I do see, oh, wait a minute. We've already got 2 super chats from Colin. Colin Stewart, one of his is on the screen right now. He says, how has your week been? And he says, hello, this is Peter from Apple Tech Support. How may I help you? You just need to pay me in Amazon gift cards. Also, happy late birthday, Peter. Yeah, no, I mean, I honestly didn't know what we were going to do, guys. We've been dealing with issues and craziness all night tonight. But, guys, it is, in fact, the man with the plan. It is Peter's birthday. Well, it was yesterday. But we're celebrating today.
Yesterday.
We are celebrating today. Peter, I need you to watch the stream right now because something really special just happened on the screen. You should probably turn your sound on, too, if you have headphones. You want me to do it one more? You want me to do it one more time? It is Peter's birthday.
That's.
I put you some confetti in there. Yeah, so
I saw it. That was nice. I like that. That was a nice.
Look, if one thing worked tonight, the digital confetti cannon worked tonight. So we can write this off as a success for tonight because the digital confetti cannon worked.
That's the only thing working at this point.
That's right.
At least our virtual confetti cannon works.
Oh my God.
Better than me trying to do a confetti cannon because we know that doesn't work.
Yeah. We've got our first person on the screen right now, EC Productions. They were first in the chat today. A big thank you to EC Productions for having your notification bell on and being the first person in the chat. They said first, and that you were, guys. Really easy way that you can be the first person in the chat. Make sure you got your notification bell on. It's that simple. You turn that notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on any of the fun that we got going on around here, okay? We want to pop over and say some hellos to everybody else in the chat tonight. So many wonderful friends watching with us. I want to say a big welcome to all of our patrons from Patreon as well. You guys are smashing that over there. We've got our goal of 50 patrons, and when we get that, we're going to do something really special over there. So if you'd like to become a patron, that information is down in the description box for you. I want to say a big hello to Lady Joy A. You are the first person on my screen for tonight. Welcome to you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Guys, tonight we're talking about Cozumel. We're talking all about Cozumel. Do you love it? Do you hate it? We've got the opinions around the room. We've also got your opinion, and I want to hear from you. So drop me your favorite thing to do in Cozumel. Let's get that chat going. And make sure while you're dropping a comment in the chat section, you hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, share this with somebody that hopefully sometime this year is going to be going to Cozumel, because I think there's going to be some useful information in the video tonight, and somebody's going to find it informative, and most importantly, fun, right? That's what we're here for, is to also have some fun. Speaking of fun, did you guys see last week's episode of Cruise Talk Live? It was fun for one of us, myself and Lauren. Lauren's actually, she's at Hatteras right now, celebrating her dad's birthday, Hatteras, North Carolina. But last week, Lauren and I did another episode of Couples Yoga, and it was, well, any comments? Any comments, Mama Hocum?
You laughing. You had me laughing.
I had you laughing. What was your favorite part of it?
Watching you try to bend into those positions.
You're wrong. Watching me break. Watching me try to bend and break. You need to add the and break part on there.
You're as flexible as a metal pole, so I knew you couldn't do some of this.
It was difficult to say the least.
You do not have a bubble butt. You don't have a butt, period.
Can you guys even believe she just said that?
I changed your diapers. You have no butt.
While we were doing the show last week, Peter was actually attempting to do it right there in his home in Florida, and I heard that he has some video that he's going to send in for us to show us all of the magic that he did last week. He's just finding out about this himself, but I think it'd be great if we could see Peter attempt to do some of these, the flying swan one, and maybe, you know what, Peter? You could do it with Colby the cat. What if you did couples yoga with Colby the cat?
That would be easy for me.
Do you think you could balance? You think you can balance Colby the cat on your feet while up in the air or something? You think you could make that happen for us?
Oh yeah. That would be an easy. That would be cat yoga.
I think it would be catastrophic.
It would be a catastrophe.
Okay, we're done with the cheesy jokes. Let's see. Did anybody else say a cheesy joke over here in the chat? Anybody else?
Jackson said you're as flexible as a fridge.
I am as flexible as a fridge. Vicky says Peter and Colby yoga. Tom says he will get scratches in all the wrong places. Very, very true. Let's come over and say some hellos to everybody in the chat. Hello to our moderator, one of our many moderators, Robbie O'Malley, joining us tonight in the chat. We've also got Owen Green there with us. Frank Mueller joining us tonight. Michael Bagsis. We just said hello to Lady Joy A. She's also chatting it up with us tonight. Susan, what is that? Dykman? Ooh, that sounds Russian. Susan Dykman. You could be like a Viking or something. I like it. We've got Laura in the house with us. Paul Jordan here joining us tonight. Tamia and Frank. There is Thomas Pittock, my man. Hani Skiles says, heart. Cozumel. Hani and I spoke earlier over the phone. Hani actually booked another cruise today. Anybody else book a cruise today? Hani booked a cruise today for the Panorama.
I wish.
I know, right?
I just want to see if we're going on the ones we're supposed to.
For real, for real. Come on now. Brad Jackson here with us tonight. He says, I hope everyone is having a good night. I decided to spend my last day of vacation in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, enjoying a nice walk in town right now. That is awesome. We've also got DK Elevators. I know, right? Wouldn't you love to be there? DK Elevators joining us tonight. Michael Baggs says, there's Gary Krebs, my good buddy Gary here with us. Wade Henfield. He says, I've been anticipating this video. That's awesome, Wade. I'm so glad that you are you're looking forward to it. Hopefully we're going to share some good info tonight, have a good discussion. We've got Tess Wilson with us, Jane C., Mark and Nicole cruise too much. Mark and Nicole, I don't think anybody's cruising too much right now. Nobody is cruising too much right now. Okay, I think
Mark and Nicole.
No, but I do want to say to Nicole, I just want to give her a heart and just tell her I'm thinking about her. She knows what I mean.
Okay, all right. There was a heart to you, Nicole. A heart to you from Mama Hogum. We got another PayPal, not a super chat, a PayPal from Colin Stewart, a $1 PayPal. He says, can we see Peter's kitty meow? Peter, where is your kitty? I don't think Toby the cat is in the mood to hang right now, is he?
He'll be here later. He's currently in his little bed sleeping, so I don't want to disturb him.
I was about to say, I'm sure sometime during this show he will make an appearance for sure. Yeah. But, thank you so much to the for the PayPal's Colin. We also have another super chat on screen right now from Robin Page Purdue, a $5 super chat. She says, trip advice, tequila tour and beach break to El Cid. Am I saying that right, or is that an abbreviation? El Cid. Free margarita and rides included in $12 per person ticket from RCCL Pier. Short stroll away. Love Cozumel. That is a great tip, Robin. Thank you so much for that. I don't think we've not. I don't know what El Cid is. Does anybody know what that is?
It's like one of the. I don't know if it's. I'd have to look it up. But I mean, I've seen it on other excursions before.
Okay. All right. So we'll have to look that one up. Yeah. But that was a great tip there. Did you? You see what I mean? It's been a night. It's been a night tonight. Even Alexa doesn't know what's going on right now. No, cancel. Baby, cancel. Please stop. Please stop. Guys, there's going to be an Alexa in the street in a minute. There's going to be one getting run over by a car in a second. She does that one more time. Robin, thank you so much for your super chat. Guys, if you'd like to leave a super chat, you'd like to leave a donation, you're enjoying the show tonight, we would love it so much. Thank you so much for your support. And you love that you're throwing this way tonight. All right, where did I leave off? You know what? I tell you what, I'm just going to jump down to live chat because I don't want to get too far.
Well, and I was going to tell you, or I was going to make an announcement today. So what kind of interesting news did I have today, Josh?
What kind of interesting news did you have today, Mama Hocum? I know, but why don't you tell everybody else?
Mama Hocum has been released to go back to work.
Come on. You know what? If I had known you were going to say that, I could have had the confetti cannon ready, Mom. But I honestly had no idea.
That for Peter. That's all Peter today, because it's his birthday yesterday. So.
Well, you know what? Since we love you, we'll throw it at you one time. There it is. Mama Hocum got the confetti cannon. I hope that you feel as special as you are.
And I even told my coworkers today when I emailed them, they said, Anna's back. I said, yes. I said, you do not know how stir crazy you will go until you are sick during a quarantine and can't leave your house.
For real.
I mean, at least
Mama Hocum's been
4.
I mean,
I couldn't even do that.
You've been out of work now for what? 2 months? 3 months?
9 weeks.
Good gracious, 9 weeks. That's like half. Well, that's not half the year. It's like half the spring. It's like half of the year. It's half of half.
Yeah, I mean, I literally went into surgery right as the quarantine started. So.
Oh my gosh, goodness.
Week 9 of quarantine, and Mama Hocum's finally released to go back to work.
Yay! Colin Super Chat. Colin Stewart with another $1 PayPal. He says, Alexa, turn the lights off. Sorry, she's not going to do it, buddy.
She's not connected to the internet.
That's because there is no internet. There is no internet here. And then Wade, we had Wade Henfield with a $2 super chat. He says, booked on the MSC in October. Wade, I am thinking October is going to be good. I'm actually thinking July may be good. And the reason for that is today we had some very, very special news. Some big, big news. Mr. Disney himself, you want to tell us what happened today? What was the news today?
Disney announced a reopening date.
That is right. Disney World today, guys. The Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida is going to be reopening starting on July 11th. That's right, you see it right now on the screen. Peter's going to give us all the details of exactly what is going to happen with that reopening. So is it all the parks are just July 11th, we're out of the gate, or what's the deal there, Peter?
So it's a phased reopening. So Epcot and Hollywood Studios are opening July 15th. July 11th is Magic Kingdom and DAC. So it's not all at once, obviously. And then
DAC, what is?
Oh, sorry, yeah, sorry, Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Okay. Well, I thought it was Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom together. No. Is it Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom on the 11th, and then the 15th? I think you said it backwards.
The 11th is Magic and Animal.
Yeah,
is that what I said?
I thought you said it backwards, but maybe you didn't. Maybe I just heard you
wrong.
Oh,
I don't.
And then the 15th, right? It's Hollywood and Epcot. Yeah.
Hollywood and Epcot. Yeah.
Now, have they continued the work on Epcot, or is everything on pause?
As far as I know, like, construction has been on pause.
Okay.
So I don't know, like, what's going to be there.
Are you there? Are you there?
Peter just froze.
Peter has frozen. What's happened?
Oh, Peter's gone.
Is he gone? We'll try and bring him back. But anyway, he was all he was saying was that it's going to be a phased reopening. So it's not going to be everything all at once, obviously. Mm-hmm. It's going to be staged, and you are going to be required to wear a face mask, which is the same for Universal. As you guys know, Universal also released their guidelines on what's going to happen with them. When did they release that, Mama? That was like last week, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, so they released that last week, and they are going to be opening, I think it's June 11th, so exactly like a month before Walt Disney World is going to be reopening.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Got a special guest on, Josh.
Huh? I see that you brought, well, we can't see them now because we had to go to the split screen, but yes, this is Peanut. This is my lovely baby right here. She is an absolute doll. Robin Page Purdue with a $2 super chat. She says, hey, Taz. That's not Taz, that's Peanut, but close. Trip advice, El Cid is a beach resort. Beach resort. Okay, so much like Playa Mia and Playa del Carmen, that kind of thing. Or not Playa del Carmen, what am I trying to say?
Someone wanted to know, but yeah, someone else asked on here, Brad said, didn't you have a bad experience in Chocanob, which you did? It was not, Chocanob was not a place you recommend exactly. Right,
yeah. Chocanob was
at least not with the tour you booked.
Correct. Yeah.
I mean, I think it was a pretty. It looked like a beautiful resort.
Right.
It's just the package you booked. You didn't get the money right.
Right. Yeah. So that was that. I think Peter has really I'm telling you guys, the internet is doing something crazy tonight. Anybody else having weird internet issues? I just tried to ring him back, and I don't know what happened. So I maybe Colby pulled his router out of his wall again or something. That's always possible, I guess.
I really wouldn't. I'm going to put Peanut down. She came over here. She wanted up, and now she wants down. Taz, you want up?
Oh, yeah.
Come here, Taz. Oh, Taz wants to say hi.
I see that Gary Krebs has said a regular PayPal. So, with the PayPal, there's two ways that you can donate. You can do the on-stream, which is the Streamlabs like Colin's been doing tonight. Or if you prefer to keep your donation more private, you can do it through the PayPal. So let me just pull that up. But I want to hear, so we've heard from Robin, El Cid, I think is how we're saying it. That's a good place to go. Where is some other good places? Of course, we know about...
Lost internet.
He lost internet? No way. Yeah. Are you kidding?
He said he lost internet.
Wow. That is crazy.
The mouse got him.
Huh?
The mouse got him is what Thomas said.
The mouse got him, yeah. Oh my
No,
god.
you know what it is? I know what it is.
What is it?
It's because we were talking about Disney. The Disney people above came in and knocked out his internet.
The Disney gods, that's right. That's right.
Yes, they didn't want him talking.
Yeah, the Disney gods just knocked it out. It is what it is. Hopefully he'll get it back and he can come back in and join us. I'll try and ring him one more time, but I don't know that he'll be able to.
I brought Taz on for a moment.
Huh?
So Taz wanted to come up.
We still can't see him. You're split. So you have to. No, you have to go to the. You have to go over. There you go. Now we can see him. Colin just said, "Mama, move over. We can't see the doggo since the dimensions are off since Peter left."
Yeah. Okay.
So there you go. Now they can see him. But let me jump over to the regular paper.
Yeah.
Oh my!
I'll tell people this while you're doing that. So they want to know what the difference between Taz and Peanut is.
Just
if
a
you look
second,
at Taz,
Mama.
This eye is blue, and this eye is brown. So that's how we can tell the difference. Plus, Taz is a boy, and he has different features. But just looking at them on screen, yes, Taz has a blue eye.
Right. Wow. Gary Krebs, let me read his comment, make sure, see if he wants. Gary, do you want me to save this amount, or would you prefer that I keep this private? Wow, that is awesome. Thank you. A very, very generous donation from Gary Krebs. Wow. He says, buying stuff for the new apartment, best I can do today, buddy. It's more than, oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you.
Well, the fortunate thing for you, Josh, is you got to go back to work yesterday. So, your income is coming back. So.
Well, yeah, for Aquaventure it is. For my I call it my day job. For my day job, it's coming back. I don't know about YouTube. YouTube is still playing the hardball, but we will see. Oh my gosh, you guys are flying in like, oh, what? Mama, look, Phoebe. Phoebe has donated $5. Says, Josh, I graduated kindergarten today. Love and miss you, but I miss Lauren more. LOL. Ah! Oh my gosh, where's it at? Oh, look, if we go back to this screen, you know what? In honor of Peter, we're going to come back to the paused screen on Peter. This is Peter, everybody. Hello, Peter. Peter, how are you today? Did you have a good day? Uh-huh. That's great. That's fantastic. Okay. Listen, guys, the only reason we came back to the screen is because we are so proud of Phoebe! Yay! Congratulations on graduating kindergarten. And we've also got a super chat here from Zach Huddleston. Zach, we did not miss you, buddy. He says, how's the scuba diving in Cozumel? Scuba diving in Cozumel is supposed to be fantastic. We've never done scuba diving, but Mama Hogum and I have done our fair share of snorkeling in Cozumel. And it has always been absolutely fantastic. Really, really has. I would definitely recommend that. But
if MSC had... if we'd have been on the cruise this week like we were supposed to be, actually contemplating going to the Excursion Park, to do some snorkeling there, know, in some of the cenotes. But it is life.
Is it cenote or is it cenote?
I've heard cenote.
Cenote? Okay, all right.
Because the E is kind of like. How a lot of stuff in Mexico is like accented differently. Right. Okay, hey. So, but Phoebe graduating kindergarten? No.
I know. Can you even believe that? That is awesome. We have, I saw, my phone's literally been going off, so we have several PayPals, and I promise we're going to come to live chat, okay, guys? But Gary Krebs, just another $25 PayPal here on screen. He says, congrats on going back to work. I appreciate that, buddy. It was good to be back. Yeah, I pulled an 11-hour day. Well, really, it was longer than that. But at my day job, I pulled an 11-hour day. And then, of course, I came home and did some, travel agent stuff and YouTube stuff and all that kind of stuff. So
I like Stephanie Elan's comment. She says, the no internet Peter replaced Thug Life Mama.
Yeah. That is funny. We have a... We have a $5. It was hilarious freeze of him. We have a $5 PayPal from Brad Jackson. He says, "I will keep listening while driving home." Brad's in Gatlinburg. Remember, Mama?
Yes.
He's in Gatlinburg right now. The lucky person. Oh my gosh, we love it. And then we have a $50 PayPal from Mama K, Deborah Luss. Thank you so much for that. Guys, Mama K just got an RV. She just bought an RV and she got it for a steal. She says on here, rebooked 3.0. That's right, she did. She rebooked 3.0. So what we were saying, I think that's what we were talking about, Mama Hocum, before we cut out, was the MSC Seaside. And whether that's going to take place, is that going to happen? You know, is it too early to say? What's the dealio with that? I think it's looking better.
I'm still in the bubble.
I mean, I am too. And here's what I've been telling people that have questions about it. I think we're going to hear something by June 1st, 2nd, 3rd, somewhere around there. I think if we get through the first week of June and they have not canceled, I think we're probably okay. Because right now, MSC Cruises scheduled to resume.
You just jinxed it.
No, I mean, I've been saying that for a while now. MSC Cruises
June
scheduled
1st,
to resume.
they're going to come out and say something.
MSC Cruises scheduled to resume July 10th, I think it is, right?
I thought you said 14th.
No, it's the 10th. It's the 10th. It's definitely the 10th. They're scheduled to resume July 10th. So I think if we get past June, you know, the first couple days in June, I'm thinking we're going to be all right. I mean, I hope that we will. The other reason why I think that it's got a good shot is, like we were saying, with the news of Universal and Disney, you know, starting back up, I think that the cruise line MSC may look at that and say, okay, it's probably safe and okay for us to do. But that is one thing Peter was going to bring up tonight, but before he lost internet. Maybe I'll try him again. You think I could ring him again?
Well, and you know, like we also, discussed this too, Josh. You know, I think this person on here said, you know, they're going to probably see how Disney handles things, you know, and Universal handles things. And, you know, it's all going to be also dependent on the CDC. Mm-hmm. On what they say. They have to give the final go ahead, because if so, we can't get through customs.
Yeah, right. And then there's also been that great fun thing. I don't know. Let me come over here and look at the chat and see. Has anybody seen about the new requirements for the Bahamas? For the Bahamas and for
just go ahead and
Bahamas and St. Lucia, I think right now. Well, mm-hmm. I don't know. I think there may be a loophole that the cruise lines are able to come.
Well, right now that's for airlines. So
right. So that's what I'm saying. I think we probably just need to hold off and wait. Nobody freak out too much yet. Let's just see what they say, because you know, there may be a loophole. What, is he back?
I think.
Oh my gosh, guys! You'll never believe it. You will never believe it. The man, the myth, and the legend, Peter G is back in the house.
That took forever.
Dude,
you had the worst freeze frame.
Oh my gosh, you should have seen your freeze frame. What happened?
I don't, so the whole computer froze because I lost internet, so then the computer just died, and I had to do a hard restart, and then I restarted my router, and
everybody on here swore that Colby did it.
So I am
no, Colby's in his bed still.
I am so glad to know.
I just had to bring my dogs on to substitute.
I'm so glad to know that I'm not the only one having internet issues tonight. It seems like we all are getting our fair share of fun with the internet connections tonight. Mama Hocum, you're the only one left. You better knock on something.
I'm going to get struck by lightning now. Thank you.
No, don't say that now. Don't say that. But you better knock on something, because...
I know. I'm just getting cleared to go back to work. Do not jinx me.
Well, baby, we're talking about internet connectivity, not you getting hit by a train. So I think you should be okay for now.
This is my luck, okay?
Let's see. We've got another super chat in the house tonight from B Cruise Said So 123. Says, enjoy your cruise videos, and I love your energy and positivity in your weekly cruise talk. Thank you so much for that. I certainly do appreciate it.
Josh, read. It says, because I said so.
Huh?
Be cruise. It's because
I said so. because I said so. It's that way because
You
they said
said
so.
cruise.
You're right, but it's because they said so. That's why I said it like that, because they... Let's see what everybody's doing over here in the chat. Let me jump over here. Marcano Cynthia, that's the bottom one on my screen right now, says, Josh, how is Lauren? Lauren is fantastic. She is great.
She's getting some beats.
Yeah, she's at Hatteras right now with her family. It's her father's birthday this week. Actually, tomorrow. It's his birthday, so they are enjoying a week at the beach. They got it for an absolute steal. They have a whole beach house and everything. I am not jealous at all. Promise. Traveling with Tracy says it's the tropical storm making things wonky. I totally agree, traveling with Tracy. Yeah. I mean, Florida down there with Peter, you guys have been going in this thing. You've been in the thick of it for what, 3, 4, 5 days now? So I feel like it just keeps circling back around with you. So, and now we're finally getting it up here in North Carolina. So I definitely think that's causing us to have some fun tonight. Fun with the internet. Colin Stewart says, love your mug, Mama Hocum. I think Michael got that for you, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Frank Mueller says, Josh, wow, we went from lightning to being struck by a train, LOL.
This is Josh's ADHD in full-fledged. That's what it is.
You got to have at least 3 paths at all times, okay? You have to have 3 paths at all times.
And if you would know Josh from his younger days, he was obsessed with trains. So everything ends with train.
Well, yes, this is true. This is also very true.
He had his own train room, okay? He had his own model train room. He had trains going every which direction.
I did. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I was the cool kid in the house. I was.
Yeah, we made tunnels out of paper mache, and we had whole city lines, and he even had Disney. He had a whole Disney park.
I did. The train went right through the Disney park. Yeah.
And we had the monorail too. We even had the monorail going around the top.
It was pretty cool, yeah. It was awesome.
Thank you so much to Brad Jackson for the PayPal. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Wait a minute. We have to do an anchor squeak. and Peter's going to get the confetti again. Yay! I love it. I love the confetti. Do you guys like the confetti? I really don't care if you don't. I love it. So I think I'm going to figure out ways to implement it on a regular basis.
I'm just going to tell Frank that, no, I'm not switching teams. He wants to know with Tom Brady leaving to go to the Buccaneers, am I switching teams? No, the Patriots are still my team.
Oh, this sounds very controversial. So we're going to turn her volume off right now. Can you hear her? Oh, no. What happened? We can't hear her. Where'd she go? Oh, no. Is she? Oh, okay. I think. Let me see. Hello, can you hear us, Mom? Can you hear us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, there she is. She's back. Whew. Gosh, I thought we were having more technical difficulties.
Both jerseys, okay?
Oh, what? We can't hear. I'm sorry, we can't hear. Oh, let's see. Gameler Brownlee says, I had a train room. Also, Josh, dude, I was obsessed. It was a problem. It was a real problem when I was
We even took him to train shows, like, where they would have, remember, we took you to the one in Raleigh, we took you to one in Bluefield, we took you to, and, it's just massive rooms where people would come and set up their model trains and run them all day. And Josh was just in heaven.
Yeah, it was cool. I loved it. And I had this one that puffed out like smoke. And I remember I would just sit that thing and let it go and go and go. And they would come in there and they thought I had started a fire in the room or something. It was pretty good, yeah.
I would be smelling smoke. I'm like, what is the firebug doing now?
That was hilarious.
Everybody's saying, good one, Josh. Haha, that's too funny, Josh. That is funny. I'm glad I can make you guys smile. All right, let's talk about Cozumel. Oh, wait. Well, first, before we do, one more thing happened at Disney World today. Peter, I saved this. I didn't do this while you were gone.
Yeah.
One more thing happened at Disney World today, Peter. What happened at Disney? Well, not Disney World, but, well, just give us the details.
What? I don't know.
The photo you sent us.
The photo that you sent us.
Oh, yes. The stormtroopers invaded Disney Springs.
They did. Check that out right there on the screen, guys. There's Disney Springs right there on top of the AMC Theater. And Mama Hocum is gonna, in 5 seconds or less, gonna tell us what these red things are. What are these red things?
These are the flags of the First Order of Kylo Ren.
Okay, all right, there we go. So that's what that is. If you're wondering, like me, like what in the world are they doing? Are they taking over the place? They're hanging the flags of Kylo Ren.
Star Wars junkie right here. All 9 episodes. Well, 10, whatever, how many episodes are on there, plus The Mandalorian. You're behind, Josh.
Murdoch McKinnon with a $2 super chat says, "Hey from Scotland, 2:30 a.m. here. Woo-hoo! Europe Cruise 4.0.
Ooh.
Look, honestly, anything's possible right now because wherever he's sailing is where we're going to have to go, okay? So honestly, anything is absolutely possible right now, okay? Thank you so much for your super chat. What's that?
That's our heritage.
What did you say, Mom?
It's our heritage.
Oh, yes. Well, yes. I personally would like to visit Italy. Italy is really big on my list. Peter, where is one place in Europe that you want to visit?
Well, I mean, I would say Italy too, because I'm mostly Italian.
Yeah, you're mostly Italian. That makes sense.
Guagliano, I mean, hello.
What is it, Peter? Why didn't you just call me an idiot?
I want to go try all the food and...
Yeah, no, me too. Speaking of that, gosh, I wish I would have thought of it. You know what? Here, let me just send it over to my phone really quick. So speaking of Italy, well, kind of sort of speaking of Italy, this... what was it? This past weekend, Lauren and I, I surprised her. If you guys remember, when we did the
You do so much extra.
It was so extra. Oh my gosh. It was like extra times a billion. I'm going to have to text it to myself.
Jim, Papa Hocum said, Josh, you're going to have to stop this stuff because, it's going to catch up to you and you're going to be old and realize you're too old to do this stuff, okay?
I know, I'm like setting the bar really high for myself. Like I don't know if I can come back and meet it, you know? Like am I setting myself up for failure before it begins?
Yeah.
But let me add it in here. So this past weekend I surprised Lauren. So you guys remember when we did the tent, the indoor tent. I did not film this. Yeah, in my apartment. So this time I kind of did something similar. Let me see, where is it at? Oh gosh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it because it's high efficiency images and all that stuff. But anyway.
Try.
Yeah, I'm trying to put it in. Anyway, I ended up making like we had a nice Italian dinner inside. Oh my gosh, it was fantastic. So there's this really nice restaurant here in town called Nino's, and they make like authentic Italian cuisine. And so we ordered takeout from there, and then we actually made, drum roll, we made chocolate melting cake.
Just missing it that much.
Yeah, just because like we're like, missing it that much, and we just really, I don't know, I just wanted to do something special. Normally for dessert we have like chocolate chip cookies and stuff, so I really wanted to do something special. So here it is. It's like huge. Let me put it up on the screen. So what I did is I took a bunch of white sheets and made like a indoor, I don't know what you call it. It's pretty. Here it is. Here was a photo of it. So yeah, so we had a nice Italian dinner. She was totally surprised, had no idea at all. It made for a wonderful evening. It was a nice big surprise.
And how much stuff of that did you borrow from Mama Hocum's house?
I borrowed the candles and
the curtain.
The curtain. Well, two of the curtains in the back. I borrowed those.
The light.
And the lights. Sheet. Yeah, the Christmas light. I didn't borrow the sheet. No, we didn't end up using the sheet.
Yeah, you did.
No, I
didn't use the.
No, I didn't use the sheet. I already had enough sheets. If you know anything about me, you know that I absolutely love. I have like an obsession with white sheets, and so I had plenty of those sitting around. So yeah, it was a fun weekend. That's what we did this weekend. Let me know what you guys did this weekend. And with that being said, we're going to talk about Cozumel now. So Cozumel, Mexico. Peter, let's go with you first. What is your favorite thing that you've done in Cozumel? What's something that somebody shouldn't miss when they're going to Cozumel? What's a tip, a trick, anything that you can offer about Cozumel, Mexico?
Well, Cozumel is a good place to drink because the alcohol is very cheap.
This is very true. This is very true. It's a dangerous place to drink.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a dangerous place.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a party.
Have you ever gone to Senor Frogs?
I've never been to Senor Frogs. I mean, we've walked past it.
Right, walked past it, but you never actually went into Senor Frogs. Yeah, me neither, but walked past it and saw plenty of fun stories and shenanigans. Mama Hocum, what about you? What is one thing in Cozumel that you wouldn't miss? What's your favorite excursion? What's something to do?
Well,
a tip,
who knows
a
Mama
trick?
Hocum knows that, in Cozumel, I have to do my shopping, so I have to get my...
What is that?
Mexican vanilla from Los Cinco Sols.
Mexican vanilla. And guys, she is like obsessed, absolutely obsessed with this Mexican vanilla.
This is the only vanilla that I cook with.
Yeah, no, she absolutely loves it.
I mean, it's like twice as strong as even pure vanilla that you get here in the States. It's still twice strong, and I still use the regular dose, so it makes it even better.
Oh, yeah? So where can you get this in? Like, where is it? Is it on the pier? Where do you get this?
Right there on the pier, at least for the carnival ships, and I know we also got it there. There's a lot. It's basically, I guess you would call it like the Mexican Walmart.
Okay, all right.
It's called Los Cinco Sols. That's actually the name that's on this bottle. Is Los Cinco Sols.
Los Cinco Sols. Do you know what that stands for?
Well, I know it's the 5 Sons, I believe.
I think so. I think you were correct on that. Yeah.
5 Sons.
So,
but I mean, like they have, they always have vanilla. They have, souvenirs. They have clothing. They have maracas. They have, I mean, I've pretty much gotten a little bit of everything every time I go there. They have silver because Mexico is also known for its silver.
Mm-hmm.
So I always get like some silver bracelets. You can get those relatively cheap. I'm trying to think, what else have we done though in Mexico that's, fun? I mean, if I'd have thought, I would have sent you the photo to put up of you when we were right there out front of, it's not Senor Frogs. What's the other one right there at the pier? The other bar.
I don't,
But you're sitting on top of a donkey.
What is Three Amigos. Three Amigos.
Yeah. You're sitting there on top of a donkey, holding a gun with a sombrero.
Yeah, no, that was a cool one. That was a cool one,
yeah.
Been to Cozumel many times, and I think we have found something different, something interesting and fun to do every single time. Do you remember what is the first thing that you did Peter, when was your first time to Cozumel, first of all? And then what was the thing that you did the first time that you went? Do you remember? I hit you with a hard one.
The first thing I think we did Mr. Sanchos the first time.
Okay.
I think that was the first time.
I think it was too, because now that I'm thinking back to the Allure recap and review, or no, remember we did a video specifically about Mr. Sanchos versus Playa Mia. Which one should you choose?
Yeah.
And that's what you did. So you liked Mr. Sanchos. A lot of people find Mr. Sanchos very popular. I'm sure a lot of you guys watching, you thoroughly enjoy Mr. Sanchos. It's on your top list. It's on your do not miss, etc. So what's a pro tip that people need to know about Mr. Sanchos?
Go hungry and thirsty.
Okay. Is it a buffet? Is it all inclusive? Why should they go hungry and thirsty?
It's basically like Playa Mia, but it's more like, I would say it's more adult oriented versus, Playa Mia kind of has like the inflatables for the kids, and like this is more of like a Miami Beach vibe type with like the loud music and like the waiters are like literally bringing trays of like 15 drinks, like just
wow.
Because it's like all included. You have to make sure if you're going to get your money's worth, then obviously you drink alcohol and that you want to indulge in the food. I mean, the food was good, but honestly, I think people go for the alcohol. Honestly,
right. It's cheap. And there's a lot of it.
There's Mr. Sanchos, and there's also Nachi Hocum, which Nachi is not as party friendly, I guess. They're not as hype as Mr. Sanchos. Mr. Sanchos is like the gold standard, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Right. Well, I think Mr. Sanchos is that when you're talking about adult,
inclusive, yeah,
all inclusive. If you want a family excursion, I would recommend either Passion Island or Playa Mia. Yeah, either of those.
I would recommend Playa Mia even over Passion Island.
I agree. I completely agree. I think when you're talking about the two of them, like you said, Playa Mia definitely probably takes the cake on that. But there's honestly so much to do in Cozumel. I've got just some B-roll that we're playing on the screen right now from past times in Cozumel, Mexico. But one thing that we've not done in Cozumel that a lot of folks are always talking about, they're always telling me about, is Excursion, I think is how you say it. Yeah. And so, if you haven't figured it out yet, guys, the reason that we're talking about Cozumel tonight, all my group cruisers in here, prepare to sigh. We were supposed to be in Cozumel, Mexico today. We were supposed to be there and having a wonderful, wonderful time. What you're seeing on screen right now, this is some of Playa Mia. So that is that awesome, awesome obstacle course that was out in the water. Peter, do you remember that obstacle course? Do you remember how tough that was? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. I definitely agree. Honestly, there's a good chance that we were going to go there, with the group. And then also what you're seeing on the screen here, this is Passion Island. So Passion Island is another fantastic one. I really liked the food, the buffet. Peter, you remember that buffet that we had? Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Those chicken tacos and yeah, and so we did it by jet boat. So the way that we got there was by jet boat actually, and it was really, really neat. I really enjoyed it. The day that we went, it was a little overcast, so we weren't able to like sun out and lay out and really, really enjoy the beach, but the water was fantastic. Peter, do you remember we did that kayaking? Do you remember that? Oh my gosh, and yeah. I kept splashing you with the oar, and oh, it was good times. That was good times.
Well, remember the time that I took you to Passion Island the first time, and you, Erica, and Bailey, you all went on the obstacle course out there, and I think that's when you bruised a kidney falling off the tower.
I think so. It was look all in good fun though. Huh?
They're saying that sounds like you're talking to yourself, but I guess they can't hear me. I don't know. That was
what?
Weird.
Can they hear you now?
Oh, can you hear me now? Okay, maybe it's better.
Okay.
I'm sure the weather god out there.
Yeah, it's got to be the weather gods. Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. It's one of those nights. Rich P with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much to Rich. He says, please give a shout out to Jennifer Class. She's watching far away. Cozumel is one of her favorite destinations. Very informative stuff. Thank you so much for watching, Rich and Jennifer. I am so glad that you really enjoy Cozumel. Like I said, I think there's something for everybody there in Cozumel. Well, especially if you like some good Caribbean water, you like a good beach, you like a good snorkeling, you're definitely going to get that in Cozumel. What's up, Mama Hogum?
If you remember, Josh, Papa Hocum and I, we were the first ones to go to Passion Island when we were on the Dream, the cruise we took without you. Mm-hmm. And that was the first time we went there. And I even took a photo of the beach because we really weren't crowded that day. And I took a photo, and I still to this day say that is a photo you could make into a postcard because the beach there is just pristine. It's like powder white sand. The palm trees, the way they had them spaced. It looks like paradise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they were saying that they couldn't hear me during the...
Yeah, so you may have to re-say every single bit of what you just said.
Well, I was just saying that Playa Mia is good for families and for people that don't really care about drinking and don't really, want to spend money to drink. Right. I liked Playa Mia. It had more to do versus Mr. Sanchos that was focused on music, drinking, food.
Right. And I liked that Playa Mia, for people who are like me and that can't tolerate more than 30 seconds in the sun, that they provided your umbrellas for you included.
Yeah, for sure. I love this comment from Robbie O'Malley. He says, I see the white sheets in your P.O. box now. I can just see it. That is funny. That's
if
funny,
you get
Robbie.
white sheets in the mail.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Wade with a $2 super chat here. He says, honest opinion regarding the food on the MSC Seaside. Mama, you haven't been on the MSC Seaside, so you cannot.
No, but I've been on the MSC Divina, and I mean,
Yes.
just MSC food is just.
The MSC Seaside, I really enjoyed the food. I thought it was fantastic. I loved the 2 buffets, the split buffets. I thought it helped with the crowd dispersion a lot. I loved the variety, the options of the food. Our food was always hot. I mean, Peter, feel free to chime in. Did you like the food on MSC? What did you think of it? Did you have a favorite?
I loved the Italian food specifically because the sauces were good. I mean, I'm big on the sauces.
Yeah,
the sauces were good, especially like the marinara sauce and all the pasta sauce. I mean, and also every night, you know how like Carnival has like the menu which is there every night, like the pork chop and the steak, right. Whatever. MSC every night had 3 pasta dishes. Like it was like a Alfredo, a marinara.
And you're right. The pasta was absolutely fabulous.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Remember that penne pasta? It was so simple. But it was really, really yummy. We really did
They make their pasta every day fresh.
Yeah.
Right.
And I loved their garlic bread. Like the garlic bread had like actual pieces of garlic on it. Remember you were like,
oh, because it was green. I remember that now.
Like seasoning. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they seasoned it really well.
Josh, also, I like the fact. I mean, of course, MSC. I think for you and I both, it challenged our palates.
How
when
so?
we was on the Divina, because at that point it made you try foods you hadn't really tried before.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. We're used to being on Carnival and just having, the same basic, American fare, if you want to put it that way.
Right.
And MSC, most everything is based in olive oil and, Mediterranean bases that we hadn't had a lot of those flavors like that and hadn't been challenged to try that. Plus the fact, that the menu comes to you in 5 languages. Right. Remember, you had to find it in English.
There was one, and I remember this on the Seaside where the food was named so like Italian, where I was like, which part of this menu is the English side? Because every single part of the menu in different languages looked foreign to me, like including the English menu, because just the words were just
it's so Mediterranean, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it challenged us to try, and I think that's one of the reasons too that you actually really started expanding your culinary palate, even though you was taking culinary in school. Because I remember there was sometimes in class, you all would be cooking something, and I'm like, well, did you try this? And you're like, no, I don't eat that.
Yeah.
But after we did the cruise, you actually started expanding your palate a little more and trying different foods. And to me, that's something that both you and I both learned.
Yeah, no, it's a very good point. Very, very good point. I think
it really does open up the palate.
Yeah, I think, if we hadn't gone on that, I like you said, I probably wouldn't have opened up as much to new foods and new opportunities and things like that.
Mm-hmm. And Wade said, I enjoy your take on the food. And then Tracy said the chocolate on the Seaside, Tracy, not just the chocolate, but the chocolate bread.
Yeah.
Do you remember that, Pete? The chocolate bread that
remember,
they served
it's like the croissant with the chocolate inside.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you were in love with that.
Actually have it they actually have that at Panera. Did you know that?
Really? I didn't know
that. They serve it at Panera.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Tracy D says the chocolate on MSC Seaside. She's specifically, Mama, though, not talking about that.
The wall of
bread.
chocolate.
Right, correct. The wall of chocolate on MSC Seaside, absolutely fantastic. It is to die for, guys. You have so many different options. You can get little candies. I wish that you could just take a straw and stick it in that wall. But especially
straw, I would just stick my whole head in there and just lean back.
Especially with the new social distancing laws that we can expect, I don't think that would be very acceptable at this time.
Give me a bowl, and a big bowl, and I'll just stick it in there, and then I'll just drink. Okay?
For real. I'm seeing a lot of questions about MSC. We're going to have to do a MSC night.
They want to know about the portions. Now, I know when we first started, MSC was not known to have good portion size. because traditionally Mediterranean cruises and stuff like that, they are smaller. But they learned that us Americans are fat and we like to eat. So they had to increase the portions, and they did do that. I mean, on the Divina, I know there was some nights I couldn't finish all mine.
Yeah. And it still is the same story that, you can always ask for more. If you're not full, you're not, and honestly, you probably don't need to, because there's going to be a buffet open somewhere at some time.
The pizza on the buffet was just, and those sandwiches that they would have at night on MSC on the Divina. Remember the sandwiches, the late night sandwiches they had? Oh, those were good.
Yeah. Colin, I have no idea what you mean here, buddy. He says, rate the Titanic movie. Peter would be Rose, Josh would be Jack. Also, how are the portions on the seaside?
What?
Why would you two be Rose and Jack?
Yeah, if anything, Lauren would be Rose and I would be Jack. I don't.
And Jim is no. I don't want Jim to be Jack because he dies.
Oh wow! You guys notice how Mama Hocum did not object to me being Jack. She only objected to my father being Jack. She is officially caught in. Okay. She is caught in her slippery slope, in her sticky web that she is spinning. She said nothing about Josh.
That just goes more into the belief that you have about your sister. Okay.
Huh?
That just feeds more into the belief about your sister.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. It is what it is. Gary says, "Oh, regular PayPal." Okay, I don't think I've seen it come through yet, Gary. But let me open it up and see. Refresh.
Peter, are you working?
Are you guys having a good time tonight? I hope that you're enjoying the show. Yeah, Peter, how's your office going? Your home office? Have you expanded any? You blown through any walls, making any expansions?
My home office?
AKA your mattress?
It's going good. Yeah, we have no plans to return to the office as of now. So, even if the parks reopen right now, there's really nothing planned to go back. So,
okay. So you're working from home for the foreseeable future.
And I will be working at home, even though tomorrow I have to go in because I have to get some retraining. But
hold on, let's let Peter answer. So you'll be working from home for the foreseeable future, yes?
As of now, yes. Okay. My job could be working from home.
You lucky! You lucky! Oh, the flexibility. And then Mama Hocum, you also are going to be working from home, yes?
I will, but I have to go in tomorrow for some education since I've been out for 9 weeks.
Okay, yeah, they gotta make sure that you know what you're doing before you get around people and stuff. They gotta make sure you know what in the world's going on.
I like Frank and Vicky's comments. It says, "Josh, you're on your own now. You've been cast away."
Officially.
Which, I still, and I'll tell this, I've been lazy. But I actually bought Josh a volleyball, and I just haven't put the red hand on it yet for him to have Wilson.
Yes, she did. I saw it. It was hilarious. I thought it was absolutely hilarious that she did that.
And then Vicky said, "Well, Josh, with Jim, I could make another Josh." No, I'm not making another Josh. There's only one Josh, and the world couldn't handle two of him.
Yeah. I see several have answered you. Edwin, no, Cozumel is not a Tinder port. No. Cozumel has, oh my gosh, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, that's just at Porta Maya.
No.
Then you have downtown.
No. I'm talking about all of them. You have Carnival's Pier is 3 ships. No, Carnival's Pier is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So they can hold
then
5.
Royal Caribbean 6, 7,
8, 9.
And then downtown. They could hold 9 ships. 9 ships, maybe 10 if it's 2 small ones.
4. I thought Royal could hold 4.
Can they? No, I don't think they can. I think theirs is just a 1. There's just a 1 stick out. Yes, they can do one on each side.
And then you have downtown where MSC goes.
Yeah. But no, it's not a Tinder port. Oh my gosh, I think if they had 9 ships in port plus Tinder, that would be absolutely insane. Frank says, "Josh, I am the same way, working from home for the foreseeable future." I am not working from home. I am not.
You can't work from home with a pool.
Yeah. Gary
We're
says
not
yes,
putting a
Royal
pool
can do
anymore.
4. So apparently they can do 4. So I'll have to take a look at that. I have to go back and look at the map for that. I swore I thought
See,
they were.
I know. My brain isn't that injured.
Huh. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Mama. You're stretching it now, baby.
Hey, I may have had neurosurgery, but my brain ain't totally gone.
Robbie says, I tendered into Cozumel back in December on Norwegian Escape. What? What? You're telling me that Cozumel was that busy? Wait a minute. Something was going on back in December. What was going on back in December? Because remember, they had to divert a whole bunch of ships. What was going on?
I don't know.
Maybe it was this then. Maybe this was then.
Okay, this is 4 smaller ships, so not like having the
so
Allure.
2 large. Right. They have one arm out, and then they can do either 2 big ones on the side or 4, but they have 1 on each side. Right. They're not like Carnival. You know, it comes out and it forks, and then it goes out again, and there's a line.
Yeah,
so actually, Carnival can hold 1, 2. They can hold 3. They can't hold 5. They can hold 3.
I just heard thunder.
Uh-oh. See, I told you it was going to get nasty outside. There were 10 ships there, Robbie says. Wow, that is insane.
I would not want to be in Cozumel that day. But you never did ask me, what did we do on our first time to Cozumel? Do you remember?
No, I don't. What did we do?
The first time that we went to Cozumel, we didn't know what to do in Cozumel. So that's the time that we actually did something really, really stupid, and we split up. And you and Jim went to the zip line.
Oh, yes, and that was not that great. Oh, I do remember that now. And you guys did the dolphins.
And I went and swam with dolphins. And then we went downtown and almost got abducted.
That's right. That's right. That did happen.
2 women alone or a woman and a child alone in downtown Cozumel.
Does not scream. Abducted. Yeah, no, that
probably wasn't very smart.
No, it probably wasn't very smart. But that was their first time there, whatever.
Ring too, and a back street.
And it was real. Shocker, it was real. It was actually real. It wasn't fake, surprisingly.
It's a real
I remember that. We've done that. We've done me and Papa Hogum swam with the stingrays. Remember that? That was cool.
And nurse shark.
Yeah, and the nurse sharks. We've done Playa Mia. We've done Passion Island. Is there anything else?
Twice.
Yeah, we did Passion Island twice. I don't know. I don't think there's another really cool thing to do in Cozumel. Peter, you would love this one. My friends Griffin and Alyssa did this one. Jeep safaris, renting Jeeps. Look at him. Did you see his eyebrows, guys?
I know someone that did a Jeep safari, and you have to be careful with those because if you're 2 people, they'll put you with 2 other people, and you don't even get to drive it. So
what? So you need at least 4 people to do that in order to really have a good time.
4 people because or else you're gonna get stuck with somebody and who wants to just ride as a passenger.
Well, and the other thing too that I know about
you can do that anywhere.
About Jeep in Cozumel is you have to be careful because a lot of other people rent those Jeeps and they get out there and get drunk and don't know what they're doing, and then they try to run over other people.
Well, this is very true. Now that we
that was
very happy, Mama Hocum. That was lovely. One thing that probably that might change now that I'm thinking about it. I'm sure there'll be some kind of different restrictions on that with everything going on in the world. I imagine they're going to have to put in place some extra sanitation things for that. I mean, you think about that, but beyond your cruise sanitation, then I'm sure these islands are going to have new sanitation policies and your snorkel tours and all that stuff, which I mean, to a certain extent, let's remember, when you go snorkeling, you're swimming in the ocean where there is every living organism.
Saltwater.
Yeah, it's saltwater, but there's every living organism imaginable in there. So just keep that in mind with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Cheryl says we did the underwater submarine. I bet that was cool. We did that in Aruba one time.
Aruba.
I remember, yeah. I think was that the first time we went to Aruba we did that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool. Esme says, rent the Jeeps in town to avoid being put with someone you don't know. Interesting. Very nice tip there, Esme. So rent the Jeeps in town so that you don't get put with someone that you don't know. That's nice
tip. That's a good point.
Yeah, very good point.
Because then you can request you just want to go you two.
Right. Wild About My Life says, has any of you ever gone to St. John Island? If so, what was it like? I've not gone to St. John. I've not gone to St. John. Peter, you've not been to St. John, right?
Well, St. John Island, I think is off. It's at one of the barrier islands off of Mexico there. I think he's talking, since we're talking Cozumel.
I'm not sure. I thought St. John was over in the Eastern Caribbean.
I mean, St. John is part of the, St. John itself, yes, is St. John, St. Croix, St. Thomas. Yes. I'm just wondering if St. John Island, if there's another one like near Cozumel. Mm-hmm. Or is he talking about St. John in the Virgin Islands?
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah.
EC Production says, is Cozumel the busiest port in the Caribbean? I would probably say so, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it I mean, the only one that could possibly get up there with it would be St. Martin.
Yeah.
St. Martin, maybe not even Nassau, because they don't really do tendering in Nassau.
St. Thomas isn't that busy, is it?
St. Thomas
could... Nassau might be.
St. Thomas could get up there, because, St. Thomas has two piers.
And they have tender as well.
And they can tender as well. So I think, the Eastern Caribbean, you may see that. I think Western Caribbean, probably Cozumel's definitely going to be your busiest.
Yeah. But Nassau, I would almost want to say is right up there with it.
Well, let's see.
Because if you get like 7-8 ships up in there, yeah,
you could. I think Cozumel's still going to come out on top of that. But Nassau could definitely get busy on a good day.
On a busy day.
Yeah, on a busy day. SB says, yes, tourists can get drunk and accidentally crash. That is normally the worst crime on the island. Drunk tourist, LOL. So you definitely got to be careful of that. If you do decide to rent that Jeep, just watch out for.
Don't go drinking.
Which honestly, you don't even have to go on an excursion in some places to have that happen. You might just need to go to Miami and let that happen. Drive on Miami Beach.
Or rent a white van.
Yeah. I can't believe she just said that. I can't believe she just said that. Guys, we're going to be here about 5 more minutes. If you have any last-minute questions, anything that you want to say, any shout-outs, feel free, drop those in the chat right now, and then we're going to say ciao for now. It has been an interesting show, but it's been a fun one, and the internet gods have surely kept us on our toes tonight. What were you going to say, Mama Hocum?
Evan Goldberg says, first-timer question, is there a problem with tender ports? It's just a water taxi, but not sure if it's good or bad. I've never had a problem with the tender. I mean, we've done quite a few.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't mind it. I know that folks with mobility issues probably...
Right.
They
that's the only issue is if you're in like a scooter or a wheelchair.
I have another issue with tender ports, and I think Josh knows this one firsthand. If the waves are rough, take your motion sickness.
Oh, yeah.
Those little boats can ruin your whole day. Because once you get sick on that tender boat, your day's ruined.
On any boat, Josh, for that
Peter,
matter.
Have you been to Belize, Peter?
No.
No? Oh, my God. You would hate it then. You would hate it. You would hate it off the get-go. Because the ships, I kid you not, the ships have to dock or anchor a mile offshore. And then you have to take a tender boat in. And on a good day, the seas are choppy.
On a good day.
Yeah. At least not out where the ship is.
Our first time when we went to Cozumel, we also did Belize. Yeah. And we just had no idea. We were totally green. That was like our second cruise ever. And so we were totally green, didn't know what we were doing, and whoa.
Yeah, and it's not even, it's also the way that they kind of pack you in there, which I'm sure now it can't be done like that. But they used to pack you in like sardines in this boat, and if you were on the bottom level, you were next to all these people and the waves were going. It's sickening. It's very sickening.
Yeah. Josh always liked to get on the back of the tender too, where the waves were doing this with us. I'm just like, oh my God.
It was fun. We have a $5 PayPal. I couldn't get the word out. We have a $5 PayPal from Gary Krebs. Thank you so much. Oh, I don't think I was supposed to say it because it's
private.
He did the private link, so I'm sorry, Gary. But he says, please let folks know that in the summer months in Cozumel, skins are a must, as sea lice can get bad around the reefs. So, you know, make sure that if you have like a swim shirt or something like that, you definitely use that.
We actually picked up sea lice once in Cozumel.
I was just gonna say that was Cozumel. Remember at Playa Mia, we were swimming around and I was getting bit by the sea
lice.
That's why the sea lice are bad. Yeah, in Cozumel in the summer.
Eric and I picked it up at Passion Island, remember?
Yeah.
Eric and I picked it up on our arms.
Yeah, I remember.
It was laying in the chairs. Ugh.
Colin Stewart with a $1 PayPal. He says, shout out to my grandma, LOL. Shout out to your grandma, Colin. Shout out to your grandma. It was her birthday last week. We sung happy birthday to her. I remember. I was here. Were you?
I wished her happy birthday on Facebook.
Speaking of sickness on a ship, though, Josh, you know, you actually got to, I guess, feed your ocean craze a little bit a couple weeks ago because you actually got to go out on a fishing boat.
Yeah, it was. She was
rough. He forgot to take his meclizine, and he contributed to the ocean.
Yeah, we fed the fishes.
He contributed his breakfast to the
ocean.
And
then I fed him some more. And then
I
fed him
poor Josh. That's the worst.
It was
awful.
I mean, it was a great time. I had a great time. That was the crazy thing. It's like my morale never dropped. My morale was still like good. Like I would feed the fishies and be like, all right, let's go back to fishing. Woo! And then I would feed the fishies again and go back. So it was so weird. Yeah, it was just rough enough. And we were in a Carolina skiff. If you know what that is, it's a flat bottom boat. I mean, it's meant for, you can go out in the sound and the ocean if it's nice and everything. But I mean, it's not a V-hole. It's not going to split the water. And so it was just enough waves to make it a little yummy, but it was
Next
all
time,
good.
take your meclizine.
Yeah, for sure.
But you got some ocean views at least for the day.
Huh?
You at least had some ocean.
Oh yeah, it was wonderful.
Day. I mean, we haven't even got to look at the ocean except on a screen.
I know. It was you got to look at it tonight on our little B-roll. You got to look at Cozumel, and hopefully it's gonna look just that pretty.
Screen.
Yeah, I know it was on the screen, but hopefully it's gonna look just that pretty the next time that we can get back there. Guys, I'd like to thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, for chatting with us. A special thank you to our moderators. As always, you guys are phenomenal. I love you. I appreciate you. You rock. And also, like I said, a very big special thank you to our patrons, our executive producers, and our producers. You're going to see their names on the end screen of this video. They deserve a big anchor squeak and a big round of applause. A special thank you to my guest tonight, Peter G. himself, the man with the Disney plan. He's officially an old guy. No,
he's 29 and holding.
Yeah, that's right. He's 29 and holding. And then Mama Hocum is also 29 and holding. Thank you to her for joining us as well tonight. And thank you to each and every one of you for joining with us, for chatting it up, for hitting that like button, and for sharing it with a friend, guys. I hope to see you next week, Wednesday, right here on Cruise Talk Live. Actually, I've got a special video coming on Friday that you don't want to miss. I've got a deal for you coming. You definitely don't want to miss that, so make sure you get your notification bell on. Other than that, that's going to do it for me tonight. My name is Josh. It's been real, it's been fun, and this show, it's been interesting, and it's been real fun. We'll see you next week, Wednesday, on Cruise Talk Live. Bye-bye, everybody.